Think about it. Think about it. Think about it.
Kick.
Good afternoon and welcome to MCHSLive.com news. Today we have the latest from around MCHS and the latest news in sports, details about the upcoming golf tournament and much more. Today is Tuesday, May 10th and MCHSLive.com news starts now. Welcome back. Driver's Ed registration is now open, so here's Tyler with details about that.
Thanks, Dylan. You can register now for driver's education for 6 hours behind the wheel. You can sign up between June 10th to June 6th, costing $250. If you have any further questions, go see Coach Stamps. Now back to you.
Thanks, Tyler. Make sure to go see Coach Stamps and get registered by the end of this week. Here's Keaton with details on how you can exempt your finals.
Thanks, Dylan. To exempt all your finals, you need to have no more than 5 absences, no missing assignments, passing the class, teacher's approval, no more than 3 tardies, and no ISS. Now back to you.
Thanks, Keaton. Remember, you have to have the teacher's approval and you can't have any missing assignments. Here's Ty with details about how you can get your learner's permit.
Thanks, Dylan. Are you planning to get your learner's license over the summer? If so, you need a certain document printed from the school. See Ms. Moses for more details about the form. Now back to you, Dylan.
Thanks, Ty. Make sure you go ahead and get the papers from the counselor's office before it's too late. Earlier, we caught up with Mr. Rouser to get info about the award-winning MCHS marching band.
Well, the marching band is I call it our athletic version of music. It's a very physical activity organization. We perform in all the football games, and we do parades, and we do marching band competitions. That particular group, everything is about physical conditioning, just like our athletic events.
Getting in the band requires a lot of work, so Mr. Rouser explains how band is like any other sport.
Well, first of all the students need to be enrolled in a class. That's the first thing. And then all of them get placed in a certain class. One of the biggest requirements, a lot of the music that we learn, we get it memorized. And the students have to pass it off and show that they've learned what is expected to know. And that includes more than just what we play on the field. We do music that we play in the stands, we do cheers, we do chants, and spirit kind of package kinds of things. So that's a lot of intellectual work that goes into it, a lot of independent responsibility. And I think that's one of the big things about the marching band. Everybody has a major role. We don't send in substitutes for the band like a team does. Everybody's in the band. You have to do your part. We don't send in subs.
Mr. Rouser also has very high expectations.
Well, this upcoming year, we lose, first of all, our graduating class of 2022 is probably one of my strongest in the past 11 years that I've been here at Morgan County High School. And I've had great seniors every year. This group here, they've been phenomenal, even as far back as 6th and 7th grade. So their camaraderie demonstrated togetherness and a sense of unity. And so we're going to miss that. But my junior class, the class of 2023, some strong leaders there. So I'm thinking that we're going to be okay. But we are losing some dynamic leaders in the marching band this upcoming year. So we hope we can be able to sustain our level of excellence, winning some competitions and placing and also have an opportunity to make sure we keep the school spirit alive. I would like to think we're the keepers of the spirit along with our cheer team, where we collaborate and do things together. And that's kind of the big thing for the upcoming year.
Band practice also starts earlier than you would think.
The biggest thing we can tell, we start in the summer just like our sports teams. We'll have choreography camps, drumline camps, then we'll have our band camp where we'll go 6 straight days from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And that's where we do the bulk of our marching band rehearsal schedule. And then once we get into that, we start developing our fundraising things that we do. We sell detergent, we sell fruit and just whatever to earn funds for what we do. And so it's a big operation, but we have a lot of great students, and I have a tremendous amount of parents who help make things work. And that's the really saving grace of the band organization, the Band Parent Booster Club. But those are the big things we've got coming up to try to sustain our legacy with the new kids that are coming in and letting our graduating class of 2022 sail away.
Thanks so much, Mr. Rouser, and we hope to see a great marching band for this year. That does it for the announcements for today. Now let's talk about sports with Ava.
Thanks, Dylan. The golf team is having their state tournament next week and are practicing currently. Let's see what PT thinks about how the state tournament is going to go this year.
Last year at the state tournament, we finished 8th, and we're looking to improve that. And we have one girl, Reagan Folk, who is a sophomore, and she is looking to improve her individual 5th place finish in the state.
PT is excited about today's practice round.
It'll be a good experience to play a course that we have never seen before, but it gets us ready for that state tournament 36-hole event, so we know what club to use on what hole, and we have a little bit of an advantage. And I see the rain's supposed to come in this weekend, so we're getting it in early, and some other teams may not be able to, so that's good for us.
The team performed well this season, and PT is ready for the state tournament.
Oh, we had a great season this year. I had the biggest team. Started out with 13 girls, ended with 11 girls. Never had that many girls on the golf team before, so it was a great season that way. A lot of girls learning a sport they've never even thought about playing and having fun. So it was just a success all the way around, and we still got another week and a half to see how it continues.
Thanks, PT, and good luck to the golf team. Last Wednesday, tryouts for the cross-country team were held. Here's CJ with all of the practice details.
Thanks, Ava. There will be a light jog at 5:30 a.m. in the mornings, starting at Monday through Wednesdays for all who have passed and went to the tryouts. Now back to you.
Thanks, CJ. In the NBA semifinals, the Grizzlies are going up against the Warriors. Game 4 was last night with the Warriors winning 101-98. The Warriors are winning the series 3-1. During Game 3, rising star Ja Morant got injured and was out of Game 4 and will most likely be out of Game 5 also tomorrow night. That's it for the most recent in sports news. Now over to Dylan for the latest news about Netflix, music, and more.
Thanks, Ava. In music news, Future just got his 8th #1 album with I Never Liked You. With that release, he's starting to drop the music videos for it, and the first one released 5 days ago. The video has over 5 million views on YouTube already, and if you haven't listened to the album and you like rap, you should definitely check it out. Now for some movie news. Marvel recently announced Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. This new movie is set to be released on May 5th, 2023, with the teased unannounced actor that will be coming with Volume 3. This movie is set to be a sequel to many movies in the Marvel Universe, including Avengers Endgame. So if this movie sounds interesting to you, try to keep up to date with the developers as the movie releases in around a year. Now on Netflix is the animated sequel of the original 2010s movie Marmaduke. In this movie, Marmaduke is paired with a legendary dog trainer who tries to prove that a troubling Great Dane can do just as good as any other show dog. The movie already has some reviews, and Marmaduke is voiced by none other than Pete Davidson. If this sounds like a fun movie to watch, make sure to check it out now. Now it's time for our award-winning joke of the day. Today is National Shrimp Day, so we decided to go with a food theme. What do you do when you put 3 ducks in a box? A box of quackers. Now here's another food theme for you. Why was the pizza maker desperate for business? Because they needed the dough. That does it for today's show. Make sure to join us tomorrow for more information from around MCHS, as well as any new information from sports. Have a great afternoon, and as always, go Dogs.